welcome. Joey Lancaster here. It's another Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series of the Motorsport.com Northwest MX Series presented by Thor. We are back at Richland, Horn Rapids Motorsports Complex in Southeast Washington for round 3. Everybody getting set on the gate. There's a little overhead look of the track and the tower and all the motorhomes and fans and racers here for another weekend of the series. And on the line, Tommy Week, Alex Harville, Brad Noddet, Dylan Summerlin, Joey Dominguez, Chris Howe, Stephen Gross, Jake Anstedt, Mason Holt, Trey Segal, Sean Wilson, Greg Crater, Brad Ludwigson, Eric Denning, Eric Musling, Joey Rubner, and Colin McGee all ready to go as we have a couple onboard cameras, GoPro cameras with Sean Wilson here starting all the way left. You can see they tilt up that start straightaway here along with Trey Segal, Jake Anstedt there starting to his left, and of course Chris Howe in the 222 as he is all the way to the outside of the doghouse. All right, gates down for Moto number 1. Who's going to get the whole shot coming into the first corner? Sean Wilson looks over as Musling was right to his right there, and looked like there was a Cowie up there early. I think that's Rubner actually. Looks like Joey Rubner's style there, but Tommy Week's going to take over quick as he already tries to extend that lead around that outside sweeper and dropping into the bottom there of Horn Rapids. Coming back into the center section of the track. Now track a little bit longer than those first 2 rounds that we had out here as we have changed the track. And wow, look at that. He tries to jump over that Duval ditch is what we've been calling it this weekend. And comes up a little bit short, but it's able to bounce over the top of that. Only a couple riders this weekend trying to step over on that. But coming back in now in the center of the facility here. Little S turn and over a little double jump there that they've been rolling, and then into what we want to call the grass section here. Anyhow, Tommy Week, your leader, and looked like that Chris Howe in second. I believe that's Noddet in third, and the rest of our 450 Pro riders coming through here. This is Moto 1 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. Back over that Duval anthill into the section right in front of the tower here. Long sweeping corner and into the rhythm section where Tommy Week continues to lead. He's going to get the green flag coming by the tower the first time. And here back into the battle on board with Trey. And there is Wilson right in front of him. And I believe that is Joey Rubner that was your hole shotter in the spot right in front of him there. So another look at your leader, Tommy Week. Table section. 3 tables in a row. Going to start out your lap here at Horn Rapids as you come around the outside and drop into that hole there in a little double as Tommy continues to try to pull away from Chris Howe aboard that Chris Howe on the Husky, I should say, there in second as you get a glimpse of him going through that little hole there as he tries to wheelie over it just a bit. Man, look at this, a 5-rider battle. Everybody right behind Wilson here, and Sean trying to do whatever he can to pull away as everybody's swapping positions behind him. And that's Jake Anstedt there trying to put a wheel to the inside of Wilson. Can he make the pass stick? Looks like he'll be able to there on the 474 KTM. So good to see Jake back out on a 4-stroke this weekend after last weekend 2-stroke. Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, that is Musling. So Musling taking a Horn Rapids soil sample and trying to figure out if it tastes good sitting there on the ground as he will have to regroup for motor number 2. Now back up to the battle. So Jake Anstedt's around Wilson and he tries to pull away as now camera on Wilson there. And the rest of the riders behind him as Trey and I believe Dylan Summerlin is on the far side of your screen aboard the KTM there. And Trey's going to shut him down and head over this Fusion Graphics tunnel jump here and back into the mechanics area as they will drag race back into the first corner on board with Trey still on that number 609 Motorsport Hillsboro Honda. And he goes to the inside. Can he make the pass? No. Sean Wilson kind of had a little bit more momentum there towards the outside. Now on board with Sean on that number 14 as he tries to chase down around. You can see how fast that outside straightaway sweeper is sweeper, I should say, coming back to the right-hand corner in the Pacific Racing's center part of the track. And there is that Duval ditch, man. The rider's been dealing with that all day as it kind of slows your momentum down, and everybody trying to figure out a fast way to do it. So Wilson still at the position over Trey, and Summerlin there just soaking up both riders' roosts on the number 430 KTM. Now into this S-turn as they head off and roll over the little double there, and now they're going to be back in the sand section. Now can Trey set himself up for a pass possibly in this corner? Now Wilson knows that he controls that line. Oh, a couple riders going down. Oh, there's Greg Crater. Look, the CR500 takes another victim as Holt from the Bronco Boys racing team finds himself on the ground. So those riders get back into the race, back up to the battle here. Now here we go to the inside. Trey, he tries to go to the inside, shuts down. Now Summerlin goes to the inside, almost comes into Trey. They come through the rhythm section. Wilson still at the position as this three-rider battle comes by the finish line right now. Now off of that Fusion Graphics step over. Wow, what a pass by Trey Segal as he makes his way by Sean Wilson. And then Summerlin comes around the outside. I don't think Wilson knew that he chose up and ran a different line to the outside there. And man, both riders now shake their hands of Wilson and take off to chase each other down and around that back sweeper here at Horn Rapids. A few laps to go here in Moto number 1 as we are just about halfway through this Moto. And there we go. Wilson goes to the outside. Wow, and he makes a pass on Trey around the outside line. So that's going to bump Summerlin up another position. Oh, Trey had a little bit of a drive there on the outside, but Summerlin's going to make that one stick. The next person for him to try to make a pass on is Jake Anstead. He's got a pretty good lead ahead of him. Now back to your leader out front, Tommy Week. Tommy aboard that Motorsports Hillsboro Honda, the number 331, as he is looking squeaky clean out front. Then you have Chris Howell, the number 222. And then there's Brad Noddet on that number 18 Honda. So Brad going to be going up to the Canadian Nationals once again this year. So getting his new Honda ride down here, doing a little bit battling with the local boys. His next round will be in his home territory up outside of Spokane at Airway Heights. That'll be in May, towards the middle of May. We will be up there with rounds number 5 and 6 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, and also the whole Motorsport.com Northwest MX Series will be up there at that track, and that's a good one to go to. There'll be a lot of Canadians coming down for that one to mix it up with all the boys. So back to your racing here as we see Noddet there come around the outside, and he drops into that hole and puts that Honda over the top of it. So he is in position number 3, trying to chase down Chris Howell, and Howell all alone on that Husqvarna, as you can see, that JMC Motorsports Husqvarna. Ooh, look at that, getting off the track just a little bit on the number 18 as they come back by into that grass section of the track. So a little bit of time left here in this moto as Tommy heads over that Motorsport.com step over, and he is going to head back into the section right there before the tower. Now back to Summerlin, and still in a battle. It looks like now Trey here, I think that was Harville there that snuck into the shot aboard the Suzuki that's behind Trey. So as this battle continues, we will see if that was Harville there as we come around, make the right-hand corner. They're going to be coming back towards the tower now over that Motorsports step over. And a right-hand turn, and then over the Duval anthill, we call it here, and into the center part of the track here, right in front of the tower. And yeah, it is Harville, so ooh, man, he is aggressive, and he is able to make the pass. Harville on that Suzuki, and it looks like the 2-lap signal is out, so 2 laps left to go here in Moto number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. Tommy Week, your leader, and Chris Howell still in second, followed by Brad Noddet in third. We're watching the battle over Trey Segal and Harville here. Harville getting the position as they head around, back around the starting line, back around that back straightaway, dropping down what I like to call the bottom here at Horn Rapids, the lowest spot on the track. And here, back up into second. Look at that, Hal trying to make a double out of that, coming out of that S-turn. And now he's going to come up and make that right-hand corner. Oh, no, your leader goes down. Tommy Week dumps it in that right-hander. And now we got a race towards the white flag. So the 2-lap signal just came out. And now Hal's all over the rear fender of Tommy Week as they head into the front part of the track right here in front of the tower. Tommy goes to the inside. Hal goes to the outside. Wow, just when you thought the race was all over, now Hal is right on the rear fender of Tommy Week as they come by. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Heading over that Fusion Graphics tunnel jump. Week's going to do everything he can to make up for that mistake and try to pull away from Chris Hal. And watching it all happen right there on that number 18 Honda as they come back around that table section. Tommy wondering what happened. He probably just pushed the front in there in the Horn Rapids sand. And they're going to loop back around. Maybe Tommy picked up maybe a bike link or something. But, man, Hal is really pushing him into each and every corner. And coming to that PacificRacings.com center part of the track. And over the Duval ditch, so Tommy's still with the position. But Hal is right there. If Tommy has any problems, Hal's going to be able to capitalize on those and pick up the win here in Moto number 1. So about a half a lap left to go. And your top 3 riders right here, coming by all the fans out there on the jump watching, and the rest of the crowd here at Horn Rapids for Moto number 1. It's round number 3 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, and it's coming all down to this one. So Tommy makes it through the corner. He made the mistake on the last lap. And Hal, man, Tommy's made up maybe a couple bike links from last lap. Oh, no, he makes another mistake. What happened? He kills it. Oh, no, he kills it off of the Duval anthill and hands it over to Hal on the 222. Only 2 corners to go from the finish, and Hal gets a present. Man, Tommy's going to have to, he's not going to be a happy camper on the podium after this one, as he was able to get the thing fired back up. And man, what a crazy last couple of laps here in Moto number 1 of the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series. We'll head down to the podium and get a quick word with your winner, Chris Hal. All right, down here on the podium, Chris Hal, man, you got right down the end talking about the track right there. You're saying it's a little bit hard to push, hard to go fast, and there's some kind of crazy, sneaky lines out there. But tell us about what your experience out there on the track.
Yeah, for sure. The track is super technical today. I mean, they made some changes, and it's really tight. And then it's still a hard base, so, I mean, you have to be really easy with the throttle, because if you get too much gas, it'll start sliding. It's definitely technical, and you have to really be precise in what you're doing. And it was a good moto. I mean, Tommy was killing it. I mean, by the time I got in second, I closed the gap a little bit and then made some mistakes, and he pulled it back out, and then he had a good lead, and then he actually crashed about a lap to go, and that was right on him and pushing him. And then made another mistake on that last lap. He must have killed it or something, but I can't give it up to Tommy. He's riding really well, and he's been on top of his game the last few weeks, and he's really fun to battle with, because I'm out there trying to learn, and he's a good person to learn from.
There you go. Who do you want to thank for putting you up here on the top?
First of all, I'd like to thank HRMC Motorsports. They're a huge part of my program this year, mine and Noah's. And we had a good year in Supercross, and I can't thank Joel and Michelle enough. And Jensen Hendler, he's built me some killer bikes, and I couldn't be more happy with them. And this last one, had a good jump out of the gate, but dang thing was just wheeling on me. I couldn't keep the front end down. It's too fast. But no, then I thank Fly Racing, Duval Engineering, Moto Stuff, Cold Cock Whiskeys, Mika Metals, All Sport Dynamic Races, X-Brand Goggles. I mean, the list goes on, and we'd be here for hours if I want to go over them all, because everyone whoever helped me throughout the year, I appreciate it. My mom and my dad, of course. Couldn't be here without them, and just everyone.
There you go, your Moto 1 winner, the Rockstar Energy Drink Pro Series, Chris Hal, the 222 JMC Motorsports Husqvarna.
Exposing organs, then remove them in order of most importance. Same level, you must be joking. Wanna sit and say that my style is the poorest, but if it is whack, then I don't wanna know what yours is. So we can do this if you want to, but even if you win, I'll be that ghost that can haunt you. So go ahead with your pen and mend your angry letters in your bedroom, pretending you could do it better.